Hello everyone, this is Neha Sharma once again with you, and today in this video we are going to start change of direct speech into indirect speech when the reported speech is given in interrogative students. So dear students, we have completed many videos of this changing of direct speech into indirect speech. If you have missed by chance, so please watch the videos. So as I've told you, today's topic is change of direct speech into indirect speech when the reported speech, what I told you, that is reported speech. And what is the reported speech? Which is inside the quotation marks. Okay, so whatever is inside the quotation marks, if that is in interrogative sentences, so how to change that? What are the rules to change that we have to learn. But before starting that, let me discuss with you the interrogative sentences. So what are interrogative sentences, students? Interrogative sentences are those sentences which are used to ask questions, right? And we learned in our junior classes that whenever we write interrogative sentences, in the end, the punctuation mark used in the end of interrogative sentences is, that is what? That is a question mark. Clear? So this is very important, and this mark is going to tell you actually what that sentence is which is being used in reported speech. And the second way to get that is that if the particular sentence which is within the quotation marks, which is used as the reported speech, if that is helping us to ask a question from someone, so that will be interrogative sentence. For example, if I am asking you, are you happy? So what is that? Are you happy? I am asking you a question, so that is a interrogative sentence. What are you doing? This is what? This is also interrogative sentence. Do you have a pen with you? So what is this? This is once again a pen. Did you watch that movie? This is once again what? This is a interrogative question, okay, interrogative sentence. So this type of sentences, right, where we ask question from someone, so that is known as interrogative sentence. Now you must have noticed I have written some sentences that are you happy? The first one is, are you happy? This was my first question. Are you happy? Okay. Do you have a pen? Do you have a pen? What are you doing? What are you doing? Where do you live? You live. So these questions, these sentences are interrogative sentences. So what we have to notice, if that is written within the reported speech, and what is reported speech? That remains inside the commas, right? And it is not necessary that always it will be given in the second part. It may happen that reported speech is at the first number, and then reporting verb may be like that. Okay, it may be like that. It is not necessary that always you will get reporting verb in the sentence while changing direct speech into indirect speech. Okay, so whatever the part of the question that will remain inside the commas, inside the quotation marks, that is known as reported speech. So if this reported speech is in interrogative sentences, then what are the rules to change that? Now you must have noticed here I have written different type of sentences, different type of interrogative sentences. First is, are you happy? Second is, do you have a pen? Third is, what are you doing? And fourth is, where do you live? Clear? So dear students, you know that we have two kinds of interrogatives. One is yes no type of questions, yes no type, and the second one is WH family type of question. Okay, so here you will notice that here, are you happy? Do you have a pen? If I want to answer these questions, right, I am just telling you what are yes no type of questions and what are WH family type of questions. So if I am able to give answer in yes and no, Suppose, are you happy? So what is your answer? Yes, I am happy, or no, I am not happy. Okay, the answer will be probably yes or no. Clear? So if we are able to give the answer in yes and no form, in affirmative or in deny, we have two choices, no, affirmative and the negative of that. So if we are giving the answer in positive or negative, that means yes or no. So that type of questions are known as yes and no type of questions, right? And the second type of questions here I have done is, what are you doing? So can you answer this question, what are you doing, in yes or no? If I am asking you what are you doing, so what you will say, yes or no? No, so that will be wrong. So you will do whatever, like I am studying, I am reading, I am jogging, I am writing, something like that. Where do you live? So what you will say, no or yes? No. So you will say, I live at Sangria, I live at Delhi, I live at wherever you live, right? So that is what that is the difference between yes no type of questions and WH family questions, right? So this is what this I am telling you, because we have different rules to change these both. Clear? So first target of our today is how to do yes no type of questions. Okay, yes no type of questions when the sentences in direct speech are given in yes no form in interrogative, then how to change. Suppose I am writing a question here, she said to me, she said to me, commas, are you reading a novel? Question mark and commas close, right? So this is what, this is one question here. She said to me, commas, are you reading a novel? This is my question. Now you have to get that what is the reported clause here. Reported clause is this one, where reported speech is what? Reporting verb is which one? That is said to, and what is reporting verb is said to, and what is reported speech? This one is reported speech, and I am talking about this right now, that if the reporting speech will be in interrogative sentences, and right now I am talking about yes no type of questions, right? Then how to change that into indirect speech. So rules are same actually. Earlier we have done tenses, and the basic rules were how to change the pronouns, right, and some of the words like yesterday or today or this and that. So we have done that already. Same rules we will follow here also, but with a little bit change. Okay, so what is here in the normal questions, we used to write down said to, we used to change said to in told. Okay, or when it is said only, so we just write down said. But because this question, the reported speech is in interrogative form, so what we will do here, asked. What we will change this with? Asked or inquired. Asked or inquired, whatever you like, that you have to do. So this said to you have to change to asked or inquired, right? So this is first change. Clear? Then you will not do asked to or inquired to, it is directly asked and inquired, right? As we do said to into told only, told to is wrong. Here also we will do said to changes into asked or inquired, whatever you like. Okay, that you have to do. Next one is at the place of commas, what we used to do in the simple sentences, we used to add one conjunction, that was what? That is that, right? But here, because the sentence in the reported speech is interrogative and this type of question is yes no type of question, so at the place of this we will use if or whether. It's WHETHER, whether. Okay, please do not write WEATHER, that will be Mausam. So that Mausam we will not write down here, we have to do whether, right? If that condition we have to bring here. So if or whether, then we have to change what? R changes into, is M R changes into was word, that same we have to do, right? And the you changes with the subject to same you have to do. But these are the basic different changes which are there in the interrogative sentences that you have to understand. So once again I am telling you, if we are getting yes no type of question in reported speech, what are the changes? Said to changes into asked or inquired, commas changes into if or whether. Okay, rest same. Tense will be changed similarly as we have done in the simple sentences. So just take the screenshot of this, whatever I have written here, note it down, and then I will tell you some more sentences of this yes no type of type when reported speech is given in this form. Now one more important thing I want to tell you here, see I have written here spelling of inquire, that is I-N-Q-U-I-R-E-D. You have seen one more spelling I-E-N-Q-U-I-R-E also, right, inquired. So this E, the spelling which is having E, so that is used by British English and this is used by American. So as we are following English American, so we have to use this one, okay. But if you will write down this also, that's to write, it's not wrong. Now if we are talking about the sentences of yes no type of sentences, so let's understand how to change these sentences. So as I've told you, the said to changes into asked or inquired, and at the place of commas we have to do if or that. So let's see, it is she, okay, she said to changes into asked or inquired, me, it's not to me, okay, please take care here, don't write to me. So she asked me, here you have to do if or whether, right, it's W-H-E-T-H-E-R, if or whether, anything, okay. Now what you have to do here, I am talking to, she said to me, she said to me, are you reading a novel? So this you will be changed with what? Me, right? So because she asked me if I, right, because this will be changed with this I. Now is MR is the format and that changed into what? Was and were. So if I was reading a novel, and in the end you will directly put full stop, that's it, you will not put the question mark here, clear? So that is the first question. Let's talk about the second one. My mother said, do you study hard? Do you study hard? Sign of interrogation and commas close. So what is the answer here? See, my mother said, so the answer will be my mother asked or inquired, okay. So that is what? Asked. At the place of commas, what you have to do when it is yes no type of question? So this is also yes no type of question. It is not necessary that yes no type of questions will be only there when it is getting started with is, am, are or was, were. See, it is starting with helping verbs and do is also what? Helping verb, right? So my mother asked if, now here it is not given that to whom, so we will consider it like me. Okay, it will be my mother said to me. So my mother asked if I. Now I will do what? I. Now this do changes into what? Do not think to change do with did. Do changes into verb second, means this is present and that changes into past. Okay, so my mother asked if I, because helping verb is what? Is, am, are here. So that we have to change, sorry, do is there, so this do you have to change into second verb, okay. Please do not write here did not or did, because do not can be changed into did not, but this do directly cannot be changed into did. Do changed with the second form of the verb which is given here. So the my mother asked if I studied. What is the second form of study? Studied. S-T-U-D-I-E-D. Studied hard. Full stop. Okay, so this is very important thing which I wanted to tell you here. Did, do changes into second form, but do not changes into did not. Please listen carefully. Do को आपको did में change नहीं करना है, लेकिन अगर ये do not हो जाएगा तो आप इसका did not चेंज करोगे, लेकिन अगर डू होगा डिड करोगे तो गलत हो जाएगा. डू चेंजेस इनटू वर्ब्स सेकंड. दिस इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रूल. ओके, सो जस्ट टेक द स्क्रीनशॉट ऑफ दिस एंड वी विल डू वन मोर सेंटेंस ऑफ दिस टाइप. द टीचर said to the student, commas, did you complete your homework? Okay, this is the sentence. What the sentence is? The teacher said to the students, commas, did you complete your homework? So as I've told you, did, डू एंड डज दोनों में ही यही चीज़ है कि डू और डज दोनों को आपको डिड में चेंज नहीं करना है, लेकिन अगर डू नॉट और डज नॉट हो जाता है तब आपको डिड में चेंज करना है. सेम यहाँ पे भी एक चीज़ है कि हियर वी हैव डिड इन द क्वेश्चन. सो डिड कैन नॉट बी चेंज्ड इनटू डू नॉट और डज नॉट. ओके, दिस यू हैव टू चेंज विद हैड प्लस verb third. So this is very important rule. As I've told you, there also that simple past changed into had plus verb third. So the same method you have to do here. Here also do, that is what? That is in present simple. So that changes into past simple. So that's why we have done here studied. It is studied. It is not studies. It is studied. Second. So the teacher said to the students, did you complete your homework? So what will be the change? Here the teacher said to change into asked or inquired, right? The student, it is student only, singular. At the place of comma, what you have to do? At the place of comma, you have to change that into if or whether, okay, whatever you like. Did you complete your homework? Now did, before did or before helping verb, you have to get the subject. So what is the subject here? The student, and the student may be he or she. Clear? So that you have to get, so that student means the subject. At the place of you will use he or she, whatever you like, right? Now did we have to change into had plus verb third. So this is also very important, that did you have to change into had plus verb third. Simple past changes into past perfect. So same pattern we are using here too. So the teacher asked the student if he or she had completed, because this complete was given with did, right? So that we have to change into had plus verb third. So that is had completed your changes with his or her homework, right? So what is the answer here? The teacher asked or inquired the student if or whether he or she had completed his or her homework. So like this you have to do the change when we get interrogative sentences, indirect speech, and we have to change them into indirect speech. Okay, I hope you got this. This is quite easy. I want to tell you only this thing here, that what are the changes. So when we have yes no type of questions, we learnt that at the place of said to or said we have to write down asked or inquired. At the place of commas we have to write down if or whether, right? Rest changes same. Pronouns will be changed as we did in the basic rules. The tense will be changed as the tenses. Is, MR changes into was, were, right? Has, have changes into had. सेम थिंग इज देयर, बट यू गॉट द डिफरेंस हियर दैट डू को हमें चेंज करना है वर्ब सेकंड के साथ, डज को भी हमें चेंज करना है वर्ब सेकंड में, और डिड को हमें चेंज करना है हैड प्लस वर्ब थर्ड के साथ अगर वो पॉजिटिव है तो। लेकिन अगर यहीं पे डू नॉट और डिड, डज नॉट और डिड नॉट आ जाता है, स्पेशली डू नॉट और डिड नॉट आ जाता है, तब डज नॉट आ जाता है, तब हमें उसको डिड नॉट में चेंज नहीं करना है। सो अगेन आई एम टेलिंग यू, डू चेंजेस इनटू वर्ब सेकंड, does changes into verb second, clear, and did changes into had plus verb third. That was quite important, very very important. Students generally do here mistake, at the place of they used to write down did, and whenever you get the questions in MCQ forms, so it will be the option in your question, in your answer sheet, in your question paper there, right? And you will get confused and you will, you know, in hastily you will just tick that do changes into did and that's it. Please think it twice before changing and then do that. Thank you very much. I hope you got it, and in the next video we will see how to change this WH family type of questions in the direct to indirect speech, when that is this WH family type of questions are given in reported speech. So thank you and good day.